Yuva Parivarthan, Yuva Parivarthan.
A visionary, a great motivator, and a person who has added brilliancy to this group. May I now call upon Shri CAA Raghavendra Rao, President of A. Shamara Foundation and President of today's function, for his presidential address.
Srinivas Group's very good friend, well-wisher, Honorable Minister, Honorable District Minister B. Ramanath Rai, CEO and Outstanding Manager of the Year and an Achiever of the Year. See, the Achiever of the Year is not an easy thing to achieve, because it is the Academy of General Education, Syndicate Bank and Rotary Club of Udupi. They survey the entire district to find out the outstanding person who has achieved during the year. And the award for this year, 2015, has gone to our CEO of Karnataka Bank, Mr. Jairam Bhatt. Dignitaries of the diet, principals, and my young friends, and distinguished visitors and media friends. There was some delay in the program, and that is why I think we had to go to the other program also, and I think the competition, everything is going on now. That is why we find the audience has thinner now. Anyway, we are very fortunate to hear. I think probably those who are going to the film, but I am speaking about the people of the middle age or the older generation, they know who is that green hero, evergreen hero. And there is one evergreen hero in our politics in South Canara, and that is Ramanath Rai. And I compare him with as an evergreen hero because I know him during the last more than 20 years, his performance in the field of administration of the state, and I tell you, he is an outstanding minister, a very good minister, non-corrupt. I tell you, I underline that word, non-corrupt, because I have got my personal experience with him in more than 2 or 3 occasions, wherein in an unassuming way he has done our job without making a big fuss about it. No doubt others also have done our job, but not that they have not done, but they wanted it to be recognized. They made a big fuss and they got the job done. But here is a man who said, that's all his word, and he has done the job, which otherwise it would have taken months together my stay in Bangalore. Such a nice administration. We are very fortunate to have him, and those who have heard him, he knows what is his purpose of being in the politics, at the head of the politics of the district. Because he wants our younger people to get united and proceed in a constructive way, in a way that can encourage, build the society to take a lead and give a lead to the world. It is very difficult to find such people. Of course, nowadays the things are changing. There is a Parivarthan, even in the political field, student field, generation, demography, everywhere you find some change. And change is something which is permanent. So regular, continuous change is required. And when somebody asked, General Jairam Bhatt asked, what is this Parivarthan? Yuva Parivarthan. I told him, sir, it is nothing but you are making the world young. Transform the world young. Those who see now here, I think most of them are past middle age, and they will certainly by the end of the tomorrow, they will become much younger than what they are today. As our district minister has said, I tell you, Yuva Parivarthan is nothing but the giving a proper lead to our young generation. I think it is more than 50% of our population in India is now the middle age, is in the hands of the youth, and they are giving a lead to the country. If the statistics is correct, I think there are more than 356 million people in our country, youngsters, between the age of 10 and 25, whereas the next highest populated country is only the China, which is having only around 250 million. That is 100 million less than that. So if we give a proper direction, if we take a proper lead, and if everyone acts in a constructive way to see that there is some achievement during their career, wherever they are, they should think constructively, think positively, and think of changing the society for the betterment. Think that everyone is like you, and the nation should improve, your neighbor should improve, your nation should improve, and everyone should go along with the changes that are taking place. No doubt, in the education field also, younger generation is becoming more and more intelligent. If you ask me to solve some of the algebra problem which I have studied during my intermediate class, at present probably I may not be able to solve the geometric progression. What is geometric progression or algebraic progression, I may not be knowing. But the younger generation, my grandson in the first standard, my granddaughters in the 7th or the 9th standard, they are able to explain things much better. How it is possible? Their present day generation is exposed to more information, more knowledge, and I am sure, I am expecting within the next 10 years, the country will be an outstanding country, and for that you should work for that, and our country's future is in your hand. And I am extremely thankful to our senior district minister Ramath Rai for having fulfilled his commitment to attending today's function. When I contacted him about a month or about 20-25 days back, he said, "You board your work pay." But I was afraid because yesterday suddenly there was a party meeting for him at Bangalore, and I was doubting whether he will be able to come or not. Today early morning I telephoned him. Luckily he only lifted the phone. Normally he does not lift the phone. He lifted the phone and said, "Barpe, flight late and barpuni late apputu." That's all. And he has kept up his commitment, because I thought it is just like any other politician's word to be ignored only, not to keep it up. But he has kept it up with all the strains, with notwithstanding that there was a delay in the flight. He has kept it up and he has come, and it is only to show that he is very much interested in the younger generation's progress. I am very much thankful to you, sir, for coming here. And I am thankful to Mr. Jairam Bhatt, because he is not only our chief guest today, he is also our well-wisher. He is a personal friend of mine, and whenever we approached him, he has shown that concern for the youth, concern for education, concern for health activities, concern for the advancement of the society and the youth. And it is very difficult to get a man in that position, I tell you. When you are from outside it may look very envious that somebody is a chairman of the bank and all that, but the constraint, restraint and headache, the tension that they are undergoing, I know, because nowadays people borrow money and afterwards ask, किसका बाप का पैसा है? तुम्हारा बाप का नहीं, मेरा बाप का नहीं, हम यूज करेंगे, हम पेमेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. This is all the advice given to me when I started borrowing from the banks. So you borrow from the bank, you need not pay. See, that was the trend at that time when I started borrowing about 25-30 years back. But now the trends are changing. People are more cautious about their national commitment, economic commitment, and character commitment. I am very happy we have got a chairman who balances all the people, and has given an outstanding performance to the Karnataka Bank during the year, which is really enviable in the banking field itself. And he has recruited many youngsters, and the expansion is stupendous during the year, and I am sure before he completes his second term. Probably I think he will be going for the third term also. He will not be relieved until he completes third term. But I tell you, before he goes, I am not surprised if it shows double the resources of the bank within the short period of next 2-3 years. With this, I personally thank him, and he has been very kind to be a partner of our event. I am thankful to you, sir, very much. And I thank all those who have encouraged us in organizing this function, particularly Nehru Yuvaka Kendra and the director of the Nehru Yuvaka Kendra and the staff and our well-wishers and our other well-wishers, Razak and so many others are there who have toiled day in and day out to see that the program is systematically done, and almost all the states have sent their cultural representatives and handicraft representatives for our exhibition. See, this is an achievement not of one person or one group. I tell you, it is a mass cooperation that has made this achievement possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please accept our profound gratitude. As usual, you are our fountainhead of inspiration and our role model. The Parivarthan has already started with Yuva Parivarthan. It's no wonder that the Srinivasites are going to write a new roadmap towards fantastic India. Thank you, sir. A person who takes up all his time for a purpose surely deserves recognition for it. So I request Shri C.A. Raghavendra Rao, President A. Shamarao Foundation and President of today's function, to give mementos to our esteemed chief guest, Shri B. Ramanath Rai, the Honorable Minister of Forest, Environment and Ecology, Government of Karnataka and Dakshin Kannada District, in charge Minister, as a token of love and affection. Thank you, sir. I request our President, sir, to present a memento to our one more chief guest, Shri P. Jairam Bhatt, Managing Director and Chief Executive of Karnataka Bank Limited and an exemplary banker, as a token of love and affection. Thank you, sir.
Yuva Parivarthan, Yuva Parivarthan.